Hello guys, Lit here. This video is a shorter version for Twister leveling. If you want to see the full run, I leave a link in the descriptions. I start by making mule characters so we can get extra level 1 skill gem. If you know how to use parry, you can skip this part. If you don't know how to use parry, then this is what I recommend doing. What we need for mule character is level 1 skill gem, and we can check vendor in case we got something good. For items, we are looking for flat damage and glove, ring, and weapon. This flat damage is really important for your DPS, so get as much as you can. So after Milo defeat, talk to Renly and get your level 1 skill gem. Use the level 1 skill gem for Frostbomb and stash everything, log out, and make a new character, which is Huntress that we are going to play. For Huntress in Miller fight, waving slash to apply blind and spear stab until Miller's dead. There's nothing fancy here. Once Miller is defeated, head to town. Talk to Renly, get your level 1 skill gem, use it for Twister, take all items from your stash and go to Clearfell. Here we are looking for Apparent Camp for another level 1 skill gem, use it to get Ice Nova. And the limit mechanic in this zone give you transportation, so if you find them, use it on your spear and pray for flat damage. Next, defeat Beira for permanent 10% core resistance buff and head to Grailwood. Here we are looking for Ariadne Hut, checkpoint for Tree of Soul, Grim Tangle, and Redfield. Link mechanic in this zone will give you transportation, so if you find it, keep it for the Iron Spear. For Ariadne fight, start with put down your Frostbomb down at the beginning. Go outside to spawn the Ariadne and back inside, she will follow you. Get the cold infusions, use the Whirlwind Slash 3 times, cast Ice Nova and use Twister. And keep casting Whirlwind Slash 3 times and Twister. After Ariadne defeat, take the support gem and use it to get Retreat 1 on Twister and head to Redfield. On Redfield, we are looking for 3 Obelisk Rust, refine arms to get Iron Head Spear, and reach level 5. When you reach level 5, equip your Iron Head Spear, transmute them if you have the transportation. Also equip whatever helmet, glove, armor, and boots you find, doesn't matter if it's white. This will help with your defense early on. Link mechanic here also going to give you level 2 skill gems, so use it to level up your Twister. Now defeat Rust King and portal back to town. Talk to Renly, get the Rune Spike, and check for Fender. After that, take the waypoint back to Grailwood, click the 3 runic seal, and then take the checkpoint to Grim Tangle. Once you get inside, portal back to town, talk to Una and back to the portal. Summon Una here and talk to her. Roll back to checkpoint will allow you to skip the find animation. Here we are looking for Druid for support gems, and Leap mechanic here also going to give you level 3 skill gems. We can use it to level up with Slash when we get level 6. Use the support gems from Druid to get Rage 1 for Wielding Slash, and head to Cemetery. Here we are looking for checkpoint to Tomb of Consort and Mausoleum of Predator. We also look for Sarcophagus at Ancient Ruins and pray that we get Iron Ring. If you still have Transmutation and Augmentation, use it on the ring, maybe we got some extra flat damage there. Link mechanic here will give you Regal Orbs, so if you find them, keep it for War Spear at Act 2. Next we go to Tomb of Consort first. Here we are looking for Haunted Treasure first to get level 1 support gems. Use it to get Rapid Attack 1 for Wielding Slash. And next, find the Heart of Tomb to fight Asenia. You need to reach level 6 before fighting her. Also, before fighting her, use your level 3 skill gem to level up your Twister. And if you have extra from Limb Mechanic and Grim Tangle, use it to level up your Wielding Slash too. After Asenia defeat, take the portal out. Next we go to Mausoleum of Predator. Here we just need to find Draven. Defeat him, take the portal out, and take the checkpoint to Memorial Gate. Click the gate and respawn a checkpoint to skip the animation. For Lackland fight, this is probably the hardest fight in Act 1 for this setup. He has a lot of cheer ground which will slow you down, and the way I do it is to stay close to him. That seems to make him less likely to use his skill, and if the area has too many cheer ground, I'll move to another area. Be patient and methodical and don't rush it. After Lackland defeat, portal back to town. You can also leave the quest ring there to skip some cutscene. In town, talk to Renly, clean your inventory and check vendor. After that, take the waypoint to Hunting Ground. Here I usually just hug the wall. We are looking for checkpoint to Freyton and Ogam Village. Druidic Ritual for level 1 support gems and use it to get Projectile Acceleration 1 for Twister. We also want to find Crowbell. Defeating Crowbell will give you 2 skill points. And after that, reach level 8 and take checkpoint to Freyton. Here we are looking for 3 small ritual and 1 boss rituals. Link mechanic here also give you level 1 support gems, so if you find them, do it. One trick for rituals, you can respawn at the checkpoint at the boss ritual. It will reduce the amount of monsters that will spawn in the rituals. Defeating King of the Mist will give you Gem Bloom Skull. Use it to get Spirit and level 4 Spirit Gems. Use the Spirit Gem to get War Banner. You will need some strength for it, so if you don't have the strength on your items, allocate 2 attributes to strength. Then take the checkpoint back to Hunting Ground and head to Ogham Farmland. Here we need to find Interlude. There's also Crop Circle that give you level 4 skill gems, use it to level up Twister, and you don't have to fight in the circle for this, you can kite the rare while moving to Ogham Village. Lake Mechanic here also going to give you level 4 skill gem. Here we need to find Rendly Tools and Executioner. Be careful with this fight, it can easily one-shot you, but the boss move set is very clear, so don't rush it and be patient. After defeating him, talk to Ladies and portal back. Here talk to Una to get 2 skill point, talk to Ladies to get level 5 skill gems, and talk to Renly to get your rune and check vendor. At this point we'll need 2 weapons, take your highest attack speed weapon and put it on the weapon set 1, and take your highest DPS weapon and put it in weapon set 2. Set Weaving Slash to weapon set 1 and set Twister to weapon set 2. If you want to gamble for weapon, here is the time. After you're ready, take Waypoint to Mano Rampant. Here we are looking for Lake Mechanic to get level 5 skill gems, and take the support gem at the Gallow, and after you reach level 13, go to Ogham Manor. Here we are looking for Candle Mask, it will give you quest item, use it to get 20 flat maximum life. Lake Mechanic here give you Alchemy Orb, so if you find them, keep it for War Spirit at Act 2. Reach level 14 and use level 5 skill gem for Barrage and Ice Tip Arrow. Set both of them to weapon set 2 and use a level 1 support gem to get Elemental Armament 1 and Magnify Area 1 for Ice Tip Arrow. And for the last, find and defeat Count Geonor. This will conclude Act 1 and talk to Hooded One to move to Act 2. Here's the recap for Act 1. You should have Weaving Slash with Rage 1 and Rapid Attack 1, Twister with Repeat 1 and Projectile Acceleration 1, Ice Tip Arrow with Elemental Armament 1 and Magnify Area 1, Barrage and War Banner. For Barrage and War Banner, you can use Prolonged Duration 1 if you want to. And here is what your passive tree should looks like. On Act 2, the first thing we need to find is Raided Camp. Here you find level 2 support gem, use it to get Frost Nexus to replace Projectile Accelerations 1 on Twister. Next we need to find Rodbreaker, defeat him and portal back, take the level 5 skill gem and go to Caravan. At Caravan, talk to Asala. While she's moving, use the level 5 skill gem to level up your Twister. Talk to her again and use Desert Map to move to Halanis Gate. While the Caravan is moving, check vendor. On Halanis Gate, move to top left. When you see quest mark appear on Asala, portal back. At Caravan, talk to Asala again. Use Desert Map to move to Mountain Quarry. The Lake Mechanic here give you level 5 Spirit Gems so you can do them if you want to. And we're just going through the zone until we find Mountain Mine. And here you can respawn at checkpoint to skip the descent animations. Lake Mechanic here give you level 2 support gem, use it for Elemental Armament 2 on Ice Tip Arrow. And here we start seeing Wing Spear. This is the base that has the highest attack per second, so find one with attack speed for your weapon set 1. Next, defeat Roger, talk to Risu and portal back. At Caravan, talk to Risu and Asala, use Desert Map to move to Traitor Passage. While the Caravan is moving, check vendor. Here you can find level 6 skill gems. If you do, use it to level up your Twister or Ice Tip Arrow. Next we're looking for Prison of Disgrace. Break all the runic seal and fight Balboa. You'll get Jin Barrier that you can use to ascend. After that, find the exit to Halanis Gate. Here, we'll go through 3 gates. At the first gate, usually Asala will be left behind. You can stay and wait for her, or you can keep going until you find checkpoint and respawn at checkpoint to bring her to you. Lake Mechanic here give you Exalted Orbs, and after you go through all the gates, you find Jamandra. Defeat him and go out the stairs. Outside, go down right until you find checkpoint and portal back. At Caravan, talk to Zarka, get your level 7 skill gems. Talk to Asala and use the Desert Map to move to Macedon Badlands. While Caravan is moving, check vendor. Here you can find Fossilized Memory for level 2 support gem. You can find exit to Legless Passage, but I usually skip them and come back later. And next, exit to Bone Pitch. Here we need to find Sun Relic. It dropped from Wolf Monster, so kill all of them until you get one. After that, we need to find Black Rib Pits, defeat Eggpub and Eggtub, then portal back. At Caravan, talk to Zarka, get your level 2 support gems. Use Desert Map to move to Cat. While Caravan is moving, check vendor. Here we are looking for Venom Pits for 2 skill points. We also looking for Kabbalah Relic. It dropped from Snake Monster. League Mechanic here gives you Jump Cutter Prisms, use it for Twister. Find Abandoned Prayer for free amulet, and find Exit to Lost City. Here we have the Galeria, defeat the Beetle for Jewel. Around this time we also start getting War Spear, and this is the base base at early campaign and it will carry you quite far. So use all of your Transmute, Augmentation and Alchemy to craft them. When you get a decent one, use your Exiled Orbs until you get 3 prefix. Here we can also find Golden Tomb for level 7 Spirit, although we don't really need them unless you want to use Scepter and go with Herald of Ice. League Mechanic here give you Alchemy Orbs that you can use on War Spear. And next, exit to Buried Shrine. Here, first thing we need to find is League Mechanic. It will give you Lesser Jewel Orbs and use it on Twister. And then use your level 2 Sword Gem to get Elemental Armament 2 for Twist. You can also find Elemental Offering, and that will grant you one of the Elemental Ring. And next, find exit to Heart of Cat. If you already reached level 22, use level 7 Skill Gem to get Freezing Mark, but you will need 24 Intelligence to use it. If you still have another level 7 Skill Gem, level up your skills. Defeat Azarian, talk to the goddess, incinerate her, pick the loot at the Azarian and back to the goddess, get the Water of Essence and portal back. At Caravan, talk to Zarka for level 2 support gem, use the desert map to move to Valley of Titans. While Caravan is moving, check vendor. Here we're looking for offering to Amrit, place the Sun and Kabbalah relic, and get your bonus. Next we need to find 3 Ancient Seal, and that will open the entry to Titan Grotto in the middle of the maps. On this zone, we just go through the zone until you find Days of Reckoning. Defeat Salmarat, and take the Flame Ruby and portal back. At Caravan, talk to Zarka, get the level 2 support gem and Horn of Asteri. Talk to Asala, use the desert map to Trader Passage. While the Caravan is moving, go up the Caravan. Click to sound the horn. Talk to Asala again, use the desert map to move to the Tsar. While Caravan is moving, check vendor. Here we're looking for Fallen Dekara to get the final letter. There is also Forgotten Corpses if you need Shin Barrier. Next, exit to Part of Mourning. Here just go through the zone until you find exit to Spire of the Star. And at Spire of the Star, we are looking for Sister of Garukan to get 10% lightning resistance. And League Mechanic here will give you Gem Cutter Prisms, use it for Twister. Next, find Defile Spire and defeat Torgo and portal back. At Caravan, talk to Shambrin for 2 skill points. Talk to Asala and use Desert Map to move to Dreadnought. Use the exit on the merchant section to skip the Caravan jumping cutscene. Here, just go through the zone, be patient, don't rush in here. The monster density is quite high, and there is a lot of small passages, so be careful here. And next league, we're only going to get one zone here, but it's a bit longer. So keep moving until you find Jamandra, defeat Jamandra, and talk to Asala and portal back. At Caravan, rush to the Hooded One and talk to him. And after you see Talk to Asala appear on your screen, log out and back in again, you will be back at Caravan. Talk to Asala to move to Act 3. And here is the recap for Act 2. For the skill gem, we get Wielding Slash supported by Rage 1 and Rapid Attack 1. Twister supported with Retreat 1, Frost Nexus and Elemental Armament 2. Ice Step Arrow supported with Elemental Armament 2 and Magnified Area. Barret supported with Prolonged Duration 1. War Banner supported with Prolonged Duration 1. Freezing Mark supported with Mark of Siphoning. And here is what your passive tree should looks like. For Act 3, GGG mentioned they do change some route here, so adjust accordingly at league start because we don't have any detail on what change. So we begin from Sandswept Marsh. Here we're looking for Root Dredge for level 9 skill gem. League Mechanic here will give you level 3 support gem, use it to get Sulfur for Twister, replacing Retreat 1. Find Aja Campfire for Lesser Jeweler Orbs, use it for Ice Tip Arrow, and next find the Ziggurat Encampment. Here check the vendor and exit to Jungle Ruins. Since this setup uses a lot of level 3 support gems, here is the priority list for support gem. At Jungle Ruins, we're looking for Temple Ruins, defeat Mighty Silverfish to get level 9 skill gem and 2 skill point. You can also find Jungle Grave to get Rail Belt. League Mechanic here also give you Alchemy Orb if you want it. Next, find Checkpoint to Infested Barrens and find Waypoint and enter Venom Crypts. Here find Priesthood Crypts, for level 3 support gems. Find Den of Serpent Priestess for Corpse Snake Phantom. After that, take the checkpoint back to Jungle Ruins and take checkpoint to Infested Barrens. Here we're looking for waypoint, checkpoint to Azak Bog, and checkpoint to Chimera Wetlands. Take the checkpoint at the Chimera Wetland, back to Azak Bog, and enter Azak Bog. Here go through the zone until we find Ignakduk, defeat him and get the Gemrod Skull. Use it to get spirit, and if you have level 8 or higher spirit gem, you can use it to get Combat Frenzy to generate frenzy charges. After that, take the checkpoint back to Infested Barrens and take the checkpoint to Chimera Wetlands. Here we can find Toxic Bloom for Amulet, entry to Temple of Chaos where you can get your second ascendancy point, and next find Deadly Nest. Defeat the Chimera and you'll get Inscribed Ultimatum, you'll need it for Temple of Chaos for the second ascendancy points. Next, exit to Zikuani Machinarium. On first section, find the small soul core. Put it in the stone altars to enter the next section. Here find 2 more small soul core, find entry to the Obliate, defeat Blackjaw for 10% fire resistance buff, and find an exit to Zikuani Sanctum. Here we're looking for 2 medium soul core, put them in the generator, take the checkpoint back to entrance, respawn at the checkpoint to skip the animations. Go to the middle and click the large soul core and fight Sequatl. After you defeat Sequatl, take the large soul core and portal back. At encampment, talk to Survey, get a reward, take waypoint back to Infested Barren. Insert the large soul core to enter Matlan Waterways. Here just go through the zone until you find the big lever. The small lever here will be replaced with a pad, so you don't have to click all the small lever. When you find the big lever, put portal near it, click the lever, and spam click the portal back to town. At encampment, go down the stair to talk to Alpha and enter the Drowned City. Here find the entry to Molten Fold and Apex of Field. If you find both, we are going to Molten Fold first. Here there's a skip you can do with Hunter Sleep, and then go through the zone until we find Magtool. Defeat him and portal back. Talk to Oswald for reward and take the waypoint back to Drowned City. Next, take the checkpoint to Apex of Field. Here, just go through the zone until we find the Queen of Field. After defeating her, take the checkpoint back to Drowned City. Take the checkpoint back to encampment. Talk to Alpha and enter Temple of Kopek. Here just go to the zone until we find Ketsuli, defeat him and summon Alpha. Talk to Alpha to investigate the platform and portal back. At encampment, enter the gate to the pass and go down the stair and enter Utsal. Here we need to find Sacrificial Heart, you can find it from Val Goliath. And next, find the Viper Napuatsi and defeat her. And after that, find the exit to Agorat. Here find a way to the middle section and follow that until you find checkpoint. After that, we're looking for Blood Sacrifice. Place the Sacrificial Heart and stab it for 2 skill points. Next, find the exit to Black Chamber. Here, just go through the zone until you find Doriani, defeat him and talk to him and take the portal. Talk to Doriani again and watch the cutscene. This concludes the Act 3 and talk to Alpha to move to Act 4. Here is the recap for Act 3. Wielding Slash supported with Rage 1, Rapid Attack 1 and Knockback if you find less Jewel Orbs. Twister supported with Salvo, Frost Nexus and Elemental Armament 2. Ice Tip Arrow supported with Elemental Armament 2, Deliberations and Elemental Focus. Barrage supported with Pleuron Duration and Golden Recovery 1. War Banner supported with Pleuron Duration 1. Freezing Mark supported with Mark of Siphoning. Combat Frenzy supported with Sharp Provision 1, and here is your passive tree should looks like. At Kingsmarch, talk to Doriani, and then talk to Alpha to get the boat charter. Talk to Tujen and talk to Makoru. Set sail to Catch Bay. Here go through the zone until we find the exit to Journey End. Summon Tujen and talk to him. Find Captain Hartlin and defeat him. Take the checkpoint to Tujen. Talk to Freya and portal back to Kingsmarch. At Kingsmarch, talk to Danning, get the Ferricium Spike and back to portal. Talk to Freya again and click one of Carry Totem. Complete the Delirium encounter and return to ship. Talk to Makoru and set sail to Isle of Kin. Here, find fossilized formations for lesser Jewel orbs. Use it on the Whirlwind Slash. You can also find Beast Pen here for level 4 support gem, Primal Arena for greater runes, and next find the exit to Volcanic Water. Here find the 2 column rare monster to get the Ruby or Topaz Ring. What you get is depending on the last column you kill. If you kill the Fire column last, you get Ruby Rings. If you kill Lightning column last, you get Topaz Ring. Next, find Krutok, defeat him, and return to ship. Talk to Makoru and set sail to Wakapanu Island. Here, find the entrance to Seeking Cavern. In the cavern, find the Humming Pearl and get the pearl. Next, find Diamora, defeat her and return to ship. Talk to Makoru again and set sail to Abandoned Prison. Here, find the chapel key. Find the chapel and get your buff. Next, find the exit to Solitary Prison. Go through the zone until you find the Forsaken Deep. Defeat the prisoner and return to ship. Talk to Makoru and set sail to Strike Island. Here, go through the zone until you find Scourge of the Skies. Defeat it and talk to Matiki and return to ship. Talk to Makoru, set sail to Eye of Hinokora. Here, find the entrance to Passageway. Talk to Matiki and click the Well of Passing. After the cutscene, find and go through Calm Test, Mata Test, and Rakyata Test. After that, find the Silent Hall for 5% maximum mana buff. And next, find the exit to Hall of the Dead. Here, do all the 3 tests, and after the 3rd test, click on the totem, exchange all the tattoo for attribute or resistance. And after that, find Yama and defeat him. Get the silver coin and enter the Trial of Ancestor. Find and talk to Navali to get 2 skill points and portal back to King's March. At King's March, talk to the Hooded One, talk to Rogue and get your rare amulet, talk to Tujin and get your 2 skill points and level 13 skill gem. Talk to Danny for greater runes and talk to Makoru and set sail to Aratas. Here, talk to Lorandis and wait for the cutscene. Destroy the barrier and all the enemies there. Find the Evening Bell for 3 extra orbs. Next, find and defeat Thorfinn. He sometimes throws stone, and if you're near the priest that buffing him, it will also hit the priest and cancel the buff. After that, go to Excavations. Here, find and defeat Benedictus. After that, go to the cutscene. When you see Talk to the Hooded One appear on your screen, respawn at checkpoint and portal back. Talk to the Hooded One and talk to Rodri and set sail to Nakanu. Here, find the Leaf Mechanic to get greater Jewel Orbs. Use it for Twister and use Prolonged Duration or Projectile Accelerations. Most of the time, Prolonged Duration feels better, but there is one boss at the Interlude where Projectile Acceleration is better. Find and enter Heart of the Tribe. Here, go through the zone until you find Tafakai, defeat him, watch all the cutscene and portal back to King's March. This concludes the Act 4 and talk to the Hooded One to move to Facility Desert. Here is the recap for Act 4. Whirlwind Slash supported with Rage 2, Rapid Attack 2 and Knockback. Twister supported with Salvo, Frost Nexus, Elemental Armament 2 and Prolonged Duration 2 or Projectile Acceleration 1. Ice Tip Arrow supported with Elemental 2, Deliberation and Elemental Focus. Barrage supported with Prolonged Duration 2 and Cooldown Recovery 2. War Banner supported with Prolonged Duration 2. Freezing Mark supported with Mark of Siphoning and Combat Frenzy supported with Charge Provision 1. And here is what your passive tree should looks like. At Vastiri, take the right bottom exit, go up until you find a road and follow it. Defeat the 2 bosses and portal back to town. Talk to Risu to get the 2 skill point and take the left exit. Go straight up. When you hit the wall, go right to find the Skull Maw stairway and get the more than 1 gift and respawn at checkpoint. Use the gift for 5% maximum life buff. Now go left and hug the wall until you find the checkpoint to Galai's Gate. And keep going until you find Pools of Katal. Here just go through the zone until you find the exit to Selkari Sanctuary. Here we just need to defeat Elsora, but you can also find Yun and Rangin Barrier to get red rings, amulet or jewel. After that, portal back, talk to Asala and Sarka, and then take the left exit. Take the checkpoint to Galley's Gate. Here, go through the zone until you find foreigners, defeat it, and exit to Kima. Here, find the buff. I usually go for elemental resistance and find the exit to Kima Reservoir. Talk to Jado to open the door. In this area, you can get sacred water, which you can put it in the sacred wall for some currency. Next, find and defeat Asmadi. This is the worst boss for this setup because he is small and the arena is really big. Using projectile acceleration here instead of product duration will help a bit. After defeating Asmadi, click the Grand Barrier and talk to Shadow and portal back. Talk to the Hooded One to move to Mount Kriar. At the Glade, take the exit to Asan Forest. Here we just need to find exit to Kriar Village, but you can also find a statue that gives you level 13 skill gems. At Kriar Village, go through the zone until you find Litara, defeat her, get the gem Crush Skull, use it to get spirit, and next find the exit to Glacial Tarn. Here find the Howling Cave. Inside the cave, find and defeat the Yeti. Take the checkpoint back to Glacial Tarn and find and defeat Rakar. Next, exit to Kriar Peaks. Here, just go through the zone until you find the entry to Edge Ravine. Here, go through the zone until you find Somgor. You can also find Elder Maddox here for some unique items. Defeat Somgor and exit to Quaki Fold. In the vault, find and defeat Selena and Zolin. Talk to Doriani and portal back to town. Talk to Hilda for 2 skill points and talk to Hooded One to go to Olgam. Go to the Scorched Farmland, find the Darkness, and then find and defeat Isolde and Heldra. Find the checkpoint and exit to Stone of Surly. Here activate all the monoliths. Go to the Stonehands and fight Shiora. After that, talk to Una and take the checkpoint to the entrance. Wait for the return to the darkness appear on your screen and go to the Scorched Farmland. Take the checkpoint to the darkness and enter the Blackwood. Here what we need to do is just to find the exit to the Holton. At Holton, first find the exit to Wolfenhold. Find and defeat Oswin for 2 skill points. And then take the checkpoint back to Holton. And then find the exit to Holton Estate. Here, go through the zone until you find Lady Aswith and Thane Wolfric. Defeat them and portal back to town. Talk to Renly and talk to Hooded One and take the waypoint back to Kingsmarch. At Kingsmarch, talk to Hooded One for 2 skill points and go to Orion. This concludes the campaign and this video. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it. And thank you everyone for watching. I wish you best for your league start and I will see you on the next one.